Hello everyone and welcome back to the unemployment journey where we will be travelling across Europe's major leagues and trying to win as many trophies as possible. And since that really disappointing 3-2 defeat against Hamburg in the cup, got better, then it got worse, and yeah, it's not. March isn't looking great, let's be honest here. Um, there's not a lot to say. Firstly, we rebounded against Hoffenheim. Sal got the winner, which proved that we were right not to sell him. He saved us here. He really, really did. 44th minute, he got the winner. We kept the performance high and managed to get all 3 points, which I was happy about. But follow that up with a really disappointing 2-2 draw against Augsburg. We were 2-0 up at half time. Then the second half began, and within 10 minutes they just got back into it. And this was one of the real games where I felt I just couldn't control the game. I really couldn't. But the team's getting better. The team is getting better. Yeah, they are getting better. I'll be honest with you. But I think next season we'll be in a much better position to secure the wins from these sorts of games. We're not doing that at the moment, and that's really disappointing. And we did follow it up with a 2-0 win over Hertha Berlin. Gouiri getting 2 goals. Again, we like to see it. He's been lethal in front of goal, but then 3 games without scoring. Firstly against bottom of the table Nuremberg, and again we couldn't find the back of the net. Simple as that. We couldn't, and we could only get a point out of this game. And then we followed that up, just been absolutely decimated by Dortmund. They scored 2 goals. We couldn't do anything in this game. Didn't get a shot on target. Nothing. Absolutely nothing. Then against Feyenoord in the first leg, 0-0. Decent game. Arrested 1 or 2 players, but at the same time it was one of those where they're a good side. They're just as good as we are, and the fact that we're drawing against them is positive. We've got the second leg today, and we looked okay, and then we lost against Leverkusen again, absolutely destroyed. Aranguiz scored in the 91st minute with a penalty. I thought we were going to leave with a point. Benkovic scoring his first goal for the club, but we just couldn't. And that's that really. Not a great patch here, and we'll look at the Bundesliga table anyway, and you can see Nuremberg, they've got 1 win, and that was against us, and then they also drew against us as well, which just goes to show how much we should have won that game. But at the same time, what's done is done, and we are 6th. There's not a lot I can say. Leverkusen are running away with the league. Bayern Munich, well, it looks like this is going to be the first time that Bayern Munich are losing the league for years. But we're still in this Europa League conversation. We're slowly slipping away from that 4th spot. Cologne look like they're getting it. I thought this might be a golden opportunity for us to get that 4th spot, with Leipzig not doing that great. Obviously, that's what I'm worried about. Leipzig having a late season surge and overtaking us, and us not getting Europa League football. However, I do think we have enough about us to stay here, and we can look at the fixtures all day long. Big games in there. That's a fairly favourable run in, but first things first, Feyenoord at home, and it's a good way of showing you the team that we're going to go with for this game. But I've got a good feeling about this. Got Trapp in goal, Torre at right back, Mustafi, Benkovic, who are forming a really decent partnership there. Cucurella at left back, Askasibar and Sal, with Sabitz on the right, Kubo through the middle, Rebic on the left, and Gouiri up front. And do you know what? I've got to be honest, that left wing is the bit that's really troubling me at the moment. It's not secure. It's not the. It doesn't really have a lot of depth to it either. I've got Kostic there who can play, and next season I'm gonna have the likes of Kaká who can play on that. Who I'm going to be training as a right winger, and I think he'll do really well there. You can see there he is accomplished in there naturally a number 10, but I think he'll do well in that role there. Anyway, we'll go into the team. That's enough talking for now. Let's see a better performance in the second leg. I want the win. You can see there, we've got a strong 11 there, but you know, I think we've got enough about us. As I've just realised, I think I went into the game without team talk here, which is a little bit. Anyway, but hopefully they know what they need to do. They don't need me to tell them. Just need to win. As Gouiri's through on goal, great header, and well, there we go. Less than a minute in, and Gouiri's got his 16th for the season, which, again, for the fact that we bought him for, what was it, 5.75 million, bargain that. Rebic heads that down, defence is asleep, and Gouiri surges forward, passes that into the corner, and yeah, decent start of that. Really decent start of that. But I'm hoping we can just keep possession. We just keep it up, and we'll come away with the win. And I had a good feeling before the game. I think you look at this team that we've got, and there's not a lot of obvious improvements you can make here. Obviously, you've got the likes of Kamiad coming through. You don't really want to stifle his development. I think he'll be a better version of Askasibar, who's a little bit reckless. He's had 10 yellow cards in the league so far. And I just want a bit more of a reliable defensive midfielder. I'm hoping in the next year or two that we can maybe sell him on and get some profit on him. By that time, Kamiad ready to come through. As you know, they're looking in dire straits here. Look, the Hall on 56% condition, Bergwijn on 65. I don't know what they've been doing, but they don't look up for the game at all. As it's been a really comfortable half. There's been hardly any highlights, but we're playing well, and that's all I can ask for. I wanted to win, and that's what we're going to get. The draw for the next rounds have been done, so after this game we can see who we're playing. I just can't remember who's in our half of the draw. I think it might be Sporting from Portugal if they beat Basel, which they look like they're doing. But I can't actually remember who we've got. As again, it looks to be another half without highlights. I might make some changes based on conditioning, but obviously I'd like a second goal before I do that. Sal nods that down to Rebic, and he's played that wide to Cucurella. And what can the fullback do here? He's gone into the box, back to Sal. That's been cleared. Banis comes forwards. If they score from their first opportunity, I'm going to get mad. As they hit the post. Jesus. That's the bit that we're getting caught at the most on counter-attacks. And yeah, it's not great. But 67 minutes in, we'll do some subs based on conditioning. Toure off. Kubo will take off. Then we'll put Kamiad on. And then we'll go to something like this. Maybe put him as a deep line. Yeah, something like that. And then we'll say... Actually, we'll put player on for Rebic. I know he's got an assist, but I just want to get player's fitness back up a little bit. And I'm hoping this doesn't come back to bite us. But just wanted to secure the game. Put Askasibar in that deep midfield role. Actually, do what I'm going to do. I'm going to make him an anchor man. Just so he just sits in one spot and just breaks up play. just sits in that midfield, doesn't do anything, doesn't chase the ball, just sits. And you can see that there. That's exactly what he's doing. As Mustafi clears that. Now Malacia. And they've got a chance to break, and if they score, they're through and away goals, but only had 4 shots in the game, 1 of them on target. Obviously they hit the woodwork, but Cucurella intercepts that. Player into Kamyid, out wide to Sabitzer. Nice calm play. As we've got 3 minutes of normal time left as Danny DaCosta runs forward. Ball comes in, headed out. Kamyid on the ball, and that's Sal. Escasibar into Kamyid, and the ball out wide to Cucurella's found. And he's won a corner from that. And hopefully we can just get another goal and just secure the game. Sabitzer to take. Mustafi's beaten in the air, and that's the end of that highlight. But 3 minutes of additional time to be added on, and we've played that. But they've got a throw in here, and I just need this cleared. I'm not conceding a goal here. Mustafi heads that clear, and that's all over. We've got the win. Good performance there. We got the winner in the first minute, so it sort of relaxed me a bit. But let's do a team talk quick. Well done. Big win. And who are we playing? Alright, so half the games are done. I'll just show you who we've got. And Sporting are on our half. But we play the winner of Spartak and Vitoria. And what was the score in the first? So it looks like we're probably going to be playing Vitoria. I wonder if that's today, but I'll find out. In any case, you've got Sporting going through, Slavia Prague going through, and Legia Warsaw going through. So if we go through into the semi-final, then we'll play Sporting, Celta Vigo, or a Hungarian team whose name I will not pronounce. But do you know what? In my opinion, apart from us and PSV, I can't see anyone else winning this. Maybe Sporting will probably be the biggest challenge if we can get that far. But do you know, I think we've got enough about us. Why not? In terms of the next time we meet, we will either do this game in the second leg, or we'll do another league game, maybe the Hanover game, and then we might do, depending on how this goes, the semi-final as we approach the end of the season. Big game against Cologne at the end of the season, so if we do manage to get into the conversation for 4th, that will be a big one to finish up the league with. But that's going to be it for this episode. Please leave a like on the video if you enjoyed it. Make sure you subscribe for future episodes and leave a like on the video, and make sure you hit the notification bell. Is what I meant to say, not like it. I mean, you can like it twice if you want. Make sure you hit that notification bell just so you don't miss a video, and I'll see you next episode. Thank you.